It's story time tea. That's me, and today I'm here to tell you a story about a time where I picked the wrong person in the group. Okay, that's what I'm here to tell you about. So, let me set the scene. I was way younger. Okay, I'm gonna say 20, but I'm probably telling you all the wrong age. Look, I'm old. I'm old now, so it might have been 22. Could have been 19. I don't know, guys. So, basically, what happened is at the time, was not driving, of course. And I was walking through my old neighborhood, okay? And it was like, obviously, if you walking, you're going to see more than you would see if you was just driving past, right? And so I'm walking through there in order to get to, I think I was going to my cousin's house or something. And as I'm walking through, I end up running into somebody that I went to elementary school with, okay? And mind you, I know everybody, and I'm like still cool with everybody that I went to middle school with. Like middle school started in 5th grade for me, and all those people, they still in my life. Like I got mad kipsters on my joint. So like, yeah, we're cool. But people I went to elementary school with, like 3rd grade, 4th grade, I don't know them people no more. I don't have any of them in my life. And so when I seen him, I'm just like, OMG. And like he looked way different, but you know how like sometimes people grow up but they got that same face and you just like, you ain't changed at all. That's basically how it was for me. So like I see him and I immediately was like, whoa, wait a second. Wait, is that, I know that, oh my goodness. So like mind you, I hadn't seen this boy since middle school. Like obviously we went to elementary school together, but I think I seen him in like 8th grade or something like that. Clearly, we are both going to look very different. I look the same though. But he was like super tall and thick. And I'm just like, you was eating. You was eating. And so he was like, yeah, girl, all my meals. And I was just like, okay. So he was like, how are you? Like, what's up? Da, da, da. He was talking to me for like 2 minutes. And then he was like, bruh, I really gotta go to work. Like I did need to go to work because I'm finna be late. Like I was already low-key late and now I'm really finna be late because I'm talking to you. He like, just give me your number, I'm gonna text you. Just give me your number, I'm gonna text you. Everything will be cool. I was like, all right, bet. So he texted me like 3 hours later. He was just like, my birthday in 2 weeks. I want you to come to my birthday party. And I was just like, bet, I'll come to your birthday party. Like, where's that? Whatever. And so we texting. And he was just like, it's crazy because my party is going to be more chill. And it's literally only going to be like 15, 20 people. And you don't know none of them people. And I don't really want you to just be feeling like you don't know nobody. So look, we're going to go to brunch, right? We're going to go to brunch this weekend. And then you're going to meet a couple of my friends. So then next weekend, when you go to my birthday party, you going to know some people. And I was like, cool, sounds cool to me. I don't see a problem with that. I'm like, I could do that. And so we set up like a little brunch date or whatever. And he was like, I was going to meet his 4 closest friends or whatever. And I was like, cool. Not a problem. I'm going to meet these people. Everything will be cool. I was like, he's not going to kidnap me because you can't just kidnap me at the brunch spot. Like, first of all, I'm not even fit to drink because you're trying to meet up on a Saturday and I work at 4 o'clock. So I'm just like, I'm going to come in there, eat my little waffles, eat my little French toast, and we just going to chat it up and then I'm going to go to work. And so, safe, right? Safe. So we go to the little spot and we get there. Like, he picked me up. And then we went there together and his friends was already there because we was late. He was late coming to get me and then I was late to being ready. And so we both late and we pull up to the spot. All 3 of his friends is already there. And he's just like, oh, I see their cars. They already here. And I was like, all right, cool, bet. So we walk into the little spot and the lady like, oh, they down there. So we walking down and once we get a little closer, like all 3 of them stand up for real. And they was trying to like give us hugs and everything like that. And I spot in the back the finest fine. I spotted the most finest fine man in the back, y'all. Boy, let me tell you. So his skin complexion, this man was like the most chocolatey chocolate that ever done chocolate. Like imagine a dark chocolate candy bar. But look, this is what you gotta do. Not regular dark chocolate, like that 85%. Nah, it was like more like 92. It was 92% dark chocolate. And I was like, dang. And yo, it was crazy because he looked like it was wintertime and he had a single mother. Like he was glistening. His skin was glistening. I was like, dang, who's Shorty? And so I give everybody a hug. I be like, doo-doo-doo. I'm like, tell everybody my name and everything like that. He introduced me, whatever. And so then we all sit down. This man gonna have another sit down in front of me. I'm like, all right, cool, it's whatever. I'm chilling. And so then it was just like, he was staring at me. And I just was like, I gotta say something because now he's staring at me. And like, they talking, the three of them. Because he across from me, the two friends are across from each other. And my friend is at the end of the table. We missing a person. So like, we're uneven, so we're missing a person. He's just making eye contact with me. And I'm just like, bruh, pay attention to what Shorty is saying. Like, we supposed to be locked in and you're just watching me the entire time. So I'm just like, you know what? Your skin is just beautiful. You just look very nice. I'm just good for you. I'm like, good for you. And he's just like, oh, thank you. And I'm just like, bro, you hear this every day, stop. Like, he tried to act like he never got a compliment before. He like, stop, I'm blushing. I'm like, bro, shut up. No, you is not. And so then, like, as I'm continuing to, like, interact with the other friends or whatever, he's still watching me. So eventually, I just start having a conversation with him. Because I'm just like, you just gonna keep on looking at me. And, like, I need to give you a reason to look at me. Let's just actually talk. Just the two of us. Like, I'm like, I know it's 5 of us at the table, but I'm gonna just go ahead and talk to you because you were staring at me and now I'm sweating. So we just was talking and everything, and I'm just looking at him and he's just becoming more and more attractive as I look at him. Like, he did look like Damson Idris, right? Damson Idris, but like thick though. But like he ate some extra meals. Like he was practicing for a movie where he had to be a wrestler or something. That's like what he looked like, bro. And his hands was like very well like managed. Like he ain't had no calluses. Like he ain't done a lick of hard work in his life. Y'all, and his nails was like clean cut. Looked like he just got them done today. And he had like a little nose ring. I think like maybe like the same nose ring I got in. He had a little nose ring, and then his ears was pierced, and he had like the cutest little studs in them. I'm just like, and then he had about 3 rings on, and I was just like, you know what? I like when men got jewelry on. He just looks so clean. And then I'm just like, and look at your hairline. It's doing this thing. Like your barber, pay that man. And so I'm just like, you look like you was ready to go on a date today. Where are you going after this? What's happening? Like, you going somewhere later on? And so like at that point, we're just having like very meaningless conversations that didn't have nothing to do with anything relating to like what everybody else was talking about. And you know, yeah, it was cool. It was decent, you know? And so after like a little baby bit or whatever, I was like, hey, y'all can stay here. I'm gonna head out. I gotta go to work. Like, I'm a working girl. So yeah, and everybody's just like, no, Tisha, stay. We love you. We're gonna miss you. Don't leave. And so I was just like, you know what? I can stall another 20 minutes. I'm gonna stay here for another 20 minutes, chill with y'all, talk to y'all more, and stop talking to this man. And talk to y'all more and get to know y'all more so I can feel like, you know, we're really cool by the time this party comes, okay? And so I'm talking to them, and I'm just like, oh no, I really dead gotta leave now. Like, it's getting late. It's getting late. So I'm like, let's go. And so I had left. All of them had stayed and everything like that. I had left, went to work, and by the time I got to work, all of them had texted me, Lord Demi, because since he looked like Demson, we're gonna call him Demi. Demi texted me, and the girl Ashley, we're gonna call her Ashley. And both of them had texted me. It was just like, it was nice meeting you, whatever. And then my friend was just like, my friend loves you. All my friends love you. I can't wait for you to come to my birthday party, and then you can meet my other friends, da da da. And I was like, okay. And so then after that, like, Ashley ain't text me no more. My friend ain't text me no more. But here Demi go, blowing up my line. And he's just like, oh, you know what? Like, we should go out tomorrow. And I'm like, That was fast. You don't even know if you like me like that for real. Like, I just gave you my number today. Like, what you saying? So he's just like, no, I just feel like, we should just go out tomorrow. Like, I know you got work today, and I'm not going to be like, oh, when you get off, let's do something, because, girl, it's going to be 12 o'clock. So let me see you in the daytime. He's like, tomorrow morning, if you're not doing that, we could do something, or tomorrow after 5. And he was like, because I got something to do from 3 to 5. I was like, okay, cool. And so I did work the next day, but I did have a morning shift. It was crazy how they wanted me to come into work at 8 when I got off at 12. That's not even an 8-hour difference, but we moved. So I had to work the next morning. So I went in the next morning, went to work. Once I got off, I think it was like 5-ish or whatever. And so then I had texted him. I was like, oh, I'm off. What you trying to do? And so then he was just like, we could get some ice cream for real. I'm like, I like ice cream. I'm big. So, I was like, let's get it. And so I met him at the little ice cream place and we ate ice cream. It was cool. We're talking. He's interesting. We're chilling. It's nothing really going on for real. No red flags, no anything happening. It's just like, it was chill vibes. And at the time I wasn't dating nobody, but I wasn't trying to date anybody. So like I was talking to him and everything. I didn't state whether or not I was trying to it turn it into something more, but I was just like, we're gonna see. We finna see. You're fine and fine be finding, and sometimes the fine can trick you into doing things that you wasn't necessarily trying to do. So I'm just like, we're gonna see how you feel about life, and then we're gonna go from there. We're gonna see. And so that was my whole little about it for real. And then after that, we was only out for 2 hours because I needed to get in the house. I had called him as soon as I got in the house. I had took a shower and everything, but I needed to cook that day, and cooking is way more important than being outside with Demi. Boy boo. And so I was just like, I need to be cooking. So I was like, all right, we've been outside for 2 hours. I prepped my food, but I did not cook my food. I know it's gonna take me a whole nother hour to cook it, and I still got work the next day too, and I work at 10. So I'm gonna need to get out of here. And so he was just like, all right, cool, that's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'll talk to you later. And so he took me back. He didn't actually take me to my house. I think he took me to my mother's house. And so took me to my mother's house. I got some stuff from her house. Then she took me home and I cooked my food. As I'm cooking, he's calling me. I'm like, why is this man calling me? So I answered the phone. I'm like, hello. And he was just like, I just wanted to hear your voice. I missed it. Our date was kind of short. It would have been better if we could have been together longer. And I was just like, of course. I mean, yeah, I know. But, life be lifing, and I have important things to be doing. So I got onto that. And so he's just like, yeah, I understand, but I just wanted to be on the phone with you. I know you got house stuff to do. So I just figured you wasn't going to have the time to text. So I just figured I'd call you and everything, trying to be courteous, mindful of your schedule. And I'm just like, boy, boo. And so I'm like, all right, cool, bad. So time goes past. We're on the phone for a cool, maybe 2 hours or something like that. And I'm about to get in the shower and I'm about to go to sleep. Life is lifing. And so he's like, all right, cool. Get off the phone with him, take my shower, everything like that. Then the next day, my friend texts me and he's just like, you talked to Demi? And I'm just like, who told you that? And he was just like, I'm not saying you can't talk to Demi. He's a cool guy, actually. But, I just was checking. I just was trying to see. And I'm just like, you sure? Because if you don't want me to talk to him, I don't know him. I do not know this man. I'm just like, me and you cool for real. I do not know this man. If you want me to talk to him, won't. And so he's just like, no, it's cool. He's like, he's not talking to anybody or whatever. I was just checking. I'm just like, okay. And so, yeah. After that, it's some days that went by. He was still calling me. He was still texting me. We were still communicating and everything like that. And it was cool, smooth. And then the day of the party happens, right? Okay. And so I go to the party on time-ish. I'm a cool 15 minutes late. And I'm thinking ain't nothing going to be ready. Because y'all know every time y'all go to a black party, if they said it's at 8 o'clock, they still putting decorations up at 8:15. Okay, they still doing decorations. And so that was what I thought I was walking into. I'm just like, the food probably not ready. The decorations probably not up. And I'm gonna be helping. And then I get in there, everything is together. I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. He was like, yeah, my aunt don't play that. This is my aunt's house. She put everything together. She just want everything to be good and everything to go well. And she also want us to get out when it's time to get out. He was just like, at 12 o'clock, we need to be moving out cars. And so that's what she wants. So she put everything out and made sure everything was good. And so I was like, that's so beautiful. I would be that same type of aunt. Yeah, hey, a little party in my little backyard or whatever. But y'all better be going. Y'all better be going because I got sleep to catch. So yeah, she was cool for that. I had talked to his aunt for a little minute, and he was there. Like 2 of his other friends was there because they was the only people on time, like because who be on time. And he was like, yeah, I told everybody 6 because I wanted everybody to be here by 7. I'm trying to like blow out these candles, whatever my aunt want me to do or whatever. By like 8 o'clock, I want everything to be resolved, all announcements to be done had, and then for us to just be able to chill and just, you know, vibe. And so I was like, all right, that makes perfect sense. Make perfect sense. So about like a smooth 6:40, most people was there. Like it was like 22 people that were supposed to be coming. And I think about 15, like 16 people was there at that time. And so he was just like, Demi is going to go pick up Ashley and the other girl that you hadn't met yet and my other friend. And I was like, all right, cool. And so Ashley texted me. She's like, I'm with Demi now. I'm finna see you in a minute, whatever, whatever. And I was just like, oh, okay. And I was just like, I'm like, made a friend. and so we were texting and everything like that. And then Demi had picked up all of them. And so it took him a minute to get there. He tried to leave out of his house 15 minutes before the event in order to pick up 3 niggas. How you think you finna do that? How you finna pick up 3 whole people from 3 different locations in 15 minutes and then make it to the party? Okay, cool. So yeah, they was mad late because he had to pick up all of them because all of them was trying to drink and it was just like he ODD. So he's our protector. He's gonna make sure we get home. And so yeah, they all came, and then it was like most of the party was already there by the time they got there because it's like 6:50 or something like that. And when they came in, Demi was in the front. And then like everybody else was kind of behind him. He was taller than the rest of the group. Like him and my friend were like the tall people of the group or whatever. And so it's just like he kind of like was in front, couldn't really see nobody because as I told y'all, he was a little thick. And so it was like it was Ashley and Demi, and then the other 2 people was behind them. And so I couldn't really see them. And so like once they like really got close and like spread out a little bit, give hugs or whatever, because I'm with my friend. So they hugged my friend or whatever, said happy birthday, gave him his little gift bags and everything like that. After that, that's when I finally see this girl, okay? That's when I finally see this girl. Yo. Like obviously, everybody know how fine Demson is. Like that is a beautiful chocolate man sculpted, and that's how the guy that I was talking to, Demi, that's how he looked for her. Everybody knows like he's fine, right? But like, can I explain to y'all how this girl looked? Okay, she looked as if Teyana Taylor, right, and Normani had like a beautiful like love child. Like she looked like a perfect blend of Normani and Teyana Taylor, y'all. She was so fine. Like she had this chocolate skin, right? Even tone chocolate skin. And that's hard to find because y'all, my face is like 3 different colors. Like my forehead is a different color for my cheeks, is a different color for my chin, y'all. And so like, but her chocolate was just one flat chocolate. And she looked like she had no makeup on. So I'm just like fairly impressed. I'm like, your skin is just glistening and you just chocolate. Yeah. And so like the way her nose was like Normani's, and then she had like her mouth kind of looked like Teyana Taylor's, and like the shape of her head was like Normani's, and then the body was bodying, y'all, because she had on like a half shirt that wasn't really a half shirt. It low-key was a bra. It low-key was a bra. And then so her whole stomach was out, and she had like these like really thick like jeans that were like baggy, like mad baggy. And she had that on with like some forces or something. Like she really just had some ones on. She had a simple fit. She had some ones on and like a wife beater that was a half a shirt instead of being a whole one. That's what she had on, y'all. And so her whole tummy was out and she was toned as fuck. And I was just like, okay. I'm like, I should have met you first. And so I'm just like, hello. And she's like, I'm Lizzie. I'm so sorry that I couldn't meet you the other day. Like I heard all the things about you. Everybody was talking about you. Like we got on a call and everybody just like, they loved you. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy how I couldn't meet her. Everybody said how beautiful you were. But now that I see you in person, you're just so much beautiful. Wait, just, oh my gosh. Like you just look amazing. And I'm just like, Lizzie, don't. Lizzie don't. And so I'm like, oh, they said I was cute. Oh, thank you. So sweet. And I'm just looking at her. And then Demi looking at me like, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. I ain't even tell you I like women more than men. My bad. But I'm like, wow. And what you saying? How old are you? You how old? Oh, you my age. Okay. Birthday like 20 days after mine. Bad. Cool. I'm like, oh, you in school right now. Oh, you getting your master's. Okay. I'm talking to her, ignoring the mess out of Demi and everybody else. And then I was just like, oh, snap. I need to focus up. So I was just like, nice meeting you. I'm about to get something to drink. You want something to drink? And she was just like, yeah, just give me a water. I'm just like, and you drinking water. Okay. I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm gonna head out. And so I left. I got me and her a water. And then, like, as I was over there, Demi came over and was just like, hey. And I'm like, literally already said hey to you, but hello. And he's just like, yeah, that's crazy how I got a regular hug. And you really hugged Lizzie. Like, what's up? And I'm just like, I feel like the hug was like a good hug. But Lizzie, I just met her, so it's just, you know? And he's like, nope, I don't know. I actually don't know. And I want another hug. And I was like, you want another hug? I'm like, hey, yo, you just want my body to be pressed against your body. Like, you don't need my body on your body. Like, get out of here. I'm just like, bro, chill. And he was just like, nah, because I want to be treated special too. I want special treatment. And so then Lizzie seen us talking and she walked over and she's just like, oh, I just figured I'd come over here because he bothering you. So, I just wanted to help you out, girl power. And I was just like, y'all gotta chill. And so I gave her the water and I just like, I need to get out of here. So I go see my friend and I'm in the corner with my friend. I'm like, friend, I know I didn't mention this to you before, but I am in fact one of the gays. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me that Lizzie exists in this world? Why didn't you show me a group pic of your closest friends so I knew how I was meeting or something? Why didn't you tell me that you went to the modeling agency to recruit all of your friends? Why didn't you tell me that? Because like the thing was, Ashley was cute too. Ashley was cute and other shorty, he was decent. Don't remember his name because he wasn't as beautiful as everybody else. So don't remember other shorty name. But Ashley and Demi and Lizzie, like, yo, you literally went to a modeling agency and was like, I want that one, that one, and that one. Can y'all come in and pretend to be my friend for a couple of days? I got somebody that I'm trying to impress. That's what you did. Because no way you just friends with these people. Where did you get these people from? And he was like, I got them from college. Like, I went to college, and while I was there, I was only at that school for 1 year, but I just recruited a bunch of friends, and now, like, they're my besties. And he's just like, yeah, so he was like, one of them, I knew them since elementary school, but then we, like, separated during high school, and then we met back up in college, and then the other ones, I didn't really know them like that, but we became friends through clubs and stuff like that, and I was just like, that's crazy. That's crazy. So you just, all right, cool. And so I was just like, it's fine. You just got like America's Next Top Model in your backyard, cool. And he's just like, yeah, I didn't know that you like girls. I would have told you. I would have told you. I know she a first round pick. I would have told you. He was like, she not talking to nobody either. Dang, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I shouldn't have told you she wasn't talking to nobody. She not talking to nobody. And I was like, yo, chill. I'm like, what are you trying to do? Because you already know that I'm talking to Demi. Like, at this point, I could just act like it was for friendship and just leave him and talk to Lizzie. But I'm just like, is she even gay for real? Like, is she fake gay or is she for real gay? Like, let me know. Let me know the level. It's a spectrum. It's a spectrum. I'm like, let me know. And he's just like, no, I think you should just go ahead and talk to her. And I'm just like, and what would Demi say if he heard you say that? What would he say? And he was just like, for real, I don't know. But Lizzie been single longer than him. And it's hard to find women like you. So, you know, and the gay community needs you. And I was like, yo, you cannot offer me up to your friends like this. You cannot offer me up to your friends. And so I'm just like, I'm not going to talk to her. I'm not going to talk to her right now because Demi is literally right there. And he seemed like the type that would be like, and so I'm not trying to have drama at your birthday party. So I'm just going to chill. Like, I'm just going to chill with you, talk to you. I ain't going to really talk to neither one of them. And everything going to be cool for real. And so he's just like, all right, cool. I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. And he's just getting a little fun little chuckle out of this. Because he's seeing her see me. And then seeing Demi see me. And then they just keep on watching me from a distance. Or they're coming up to me and just saying random little jokes and stuff like that. And then I'm just vacating the premises every single time one of them try to talk to me. I'm just like, oh snap, it's Bird. And then just walk straight away from them. And so he sees them trying to talk to me. He just thinks it's the most hilarious thing in the world. And I'm like, bro, it's not funny. And so then I was talking to Lizzie for like 3 minutes. And I really didn't mean to. It's just she kept on finding a reason to say something to me. First it was like, oh my gosh, your pants. Like, where did you get those from? And then it was just like, oh, who be doing your hair? Because I actually want somebody to do my hair. Like, my stylist just left the state. She moved to Atlanta. I'm trying to get somebody new to do my hair. Da, da, da. Like, she just kept on finding a reason to say something to me. I'm like, girl, get away from me. And so after I'm talking to her for like 3 minutes, Demi just walk up and he just like, oh, so what y'all talking about? And she was like, girl shit for real. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he was just like, well, you know, I like girl stuff. And she was just like, bet you do. Bet you do. And then she sounded like some little joke, cannot remember at all to save my life. But I was just like, okay, this seems like a perfect time for me to walk away from both of y'all. Have fun. Bye. And so then I leave, and then he's just like, oh, we ready to cut the little cake, whatever. So we all go up. We singing a song or whatever. Like, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Cool. Demi gonna put his arm around me, like, stating his claim to this land. And I'm just like, hey, yo. I am not a fire hydrant. Do not be peeing on me. This is not your territory. Get your arm from around me. And so then Lizzie, obviously, she made direct eye contact with me as soon as he put his arm around me. And I'm just like... And so she looked at me and she's just like... And I'm just like... And so I like shimmy off of him for real. I'm like, wow, chill. Like, we only been talking for a week. Relax. Like, relax. I'm like, chill. And so he just like, so you don't want my arm around you? Why you don't want my arm around you? And I'm just like, yo, chill. And so like, I'm laughing because it's not funny. And I'm just like, yo. I'm like, why am I in this predicament? I'm like, bro, I'm not about to talk to either one of y'all, to be honest, because it's too much pressure. It's too much pressure. It's just too much. I'm like, because Demson, I always wanted a Demson. But I'm just like, Tiana Taylor, Normani? I'm just like, it's too much. I'm just like, I can't have it all. I cannot have it all. Like, y'all are bestest buddies. I cannot have it all. And I can't be trying to talk to her when I'm trying to talk to you. And I can't be trying to talk to you if I'm trying to talk to her. And I'm just like, why did my friend make it this hard for me? Like, I should have just known. Like, I should have just known. And so I'm just like, I'd be making bad decisions at this point. I was just like, leave your arm there, bro. Like, I'm not even worried about it. I'm like, I already talked to you first. And it's just like, you done told me a bunch of stuff about yourself. And like, we already set up to have a second date. And like, you supposed to be taking me home after this. Like, not to stay at my house or anything, or to even come in. But like, I'm supposed to be leaving with you for real. Because all of them, well, 2 of the 3 people that he picked up, they actually was going to spend the night at my little friend's house or whatever. The only person that he was going to be taking home is the one whose name I don't know. The other two said that they were staying there. So it was just like he was going to drop that person off because they lived like 5 minutes away from my little friend, and then he was going to take me home. So I was just like, yeah, being as though that's the case, it's kind of like I'm going to just stick beside you. I'm going to stick beside him. And so I was just like, I'm just going to be cool. I'm just going to be regular. I ain't going to say nothing else to Lizzie because clearly she got some ulterior motives. She's trying to get me. She wants to be on my body. And I'm like, no. And so, yeah, I was just like, after this, I got to rethink my life. I can't choose so fast. Like, I didn't need to flirt with him when I first seen him. Like, I didn't need to do that. I didn't have to tell him how fine he was. He heard that all before. I didn't need to say that to him. I could have just minded my business. And if I would have waited until we went to the party, then everything would have been cool. And so, like, as the night go on, then Lizzie come up to me and was like, oh, I didn't know you was Demi, girl. And I was like, why would you say that? And she was just like, yeah, because now that you're talking to Demi, I guess I can't talk to you. Crazy, but it's cool. I see how it is. Like, I missed my opportunity. I should have went to the brunch. It was me. It's on me. And I was just like, and so I'm just staring at her. She talking because, as I told y'all, she looks like a dream. She's beautiful. And so I'm just like, bruh, this is crazy. Tisha. I should have known better. I should have known better. Like, I should have known better, y'all. And so I'm like, all right, it's whatever. I'm not mad. I'm sticking beside Demi, and it's cool. And I was just like, I'm not Demi girl, but yes, we are, in fact, like, kind of dating a little bit. And she was just like, well, I'm just going to mind my business because I should. I'm going to stop flirting with you, so don't flirt with me. I'm going to stop flirting with you. And I was like, all right. It's done. It's set. Okay, Lizzie, I'm leaving you alone. You leave me alone, though. You leave me alone, and I'm gonna leave you alone. And she was just like, all right. And then she backed up. She backed up like this with her little hands in the air. She's like, all right, that's it. I'm leaving. And I was like, all right. And so I was sad. I was crying on the inside. My heart, y'all. My heart was sad, and I just felt like this overwhelming, like, feeling of like like, bruh, no. Because, y'all, it be so hard to find somebody that is just that fine and they don't smoke and they ain't got no kids. Because it's not happening. I mean, not where I'm from. Like, every single time I met somebody, every single time I met a girl in Baltimore, if she looked that good with no makeup on, she smoked, she was an alcoholic, or she had a kid. So, like, when I met Lizzie, I'm just like, wow, this is beautiful. This is great. Look at me. Look at me. And then I was like, oh, wait, look at him. And so, yeah, it was just too much, y'all. It was too much. I just was so impressed by her very existence, and it didn't last long. It didn't last long because I had to leave her alone because I already chose up. I chose up. Like, since I met the friend group, I chose up. Obviously, she wasn't there, and that was on her, but it's on me because I shouldn't have been so flirty with this man in the first place. I should have just let him rock. And I learned my lesson. Because I literally only chose wrong twice. But that was one of the times where it really hurt. That one hurt more than the other one. Because she was just, I wonder where she at now, y'all. I wonder where Lizzie is now. I bet you she even finer than before. And she living out her little beautiful life. Jeez Louise. But yeah, me and Demi continued to date for like a little baby bit. But then I stopped talking to him because I didn't want to talk to anybody. I realized that I just wanted to chill for him. I was just like, you know what? This is a moment where I just want to chill. And I don't want to be worried about nothing. So I'm just going to stop talking to him. And like me and my little friend, we continued to be cool. But I think at the time, I'm going to assume that I was 20 because I didn't have an Instagram. So I think at the time I didn't have an Instagram. And then like his phone like broke or something. And she was like, oh, his phone broke and he got a new number. And then I asked her what it was and she didn't give it to me. And then I texted her another time and she never texted me back. yeah, I lost my friend. And I stopped talking to Demi, so I felt like it would be crazy for like 2 months after I stopped talking to him, or like 3 months after I stopped talking to him, be like, hey, so what's my friend's number? Cause like he was mad when I stopped talking to him. So I was like, he's not gonna give me his number. And I'm not even about to bother him. He probably blocked me. So I was just like, I guess I'm just not ever gonna talk to my little friend again. Because Ashley did not help me out. And I never got Lizzie's number, and I never got the other guy's number. So it was just up to Demi or Ashley to give me my friend's number again. So in this lifetime, I have not seen those people again after that short period of time. And I feel like I should have just chose Lizzie. I could be in a beautiful, prospering, lovey, lesbian relationship at this point, but it's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. Everything happens for a reason. That's what I'm gonna say. Everything happens for a reason. And yes, Demi was very beautiful, and so was Lizzie. But you know, when you choose wrong, you chose wrong, and you gotta live with the consequences. You gotta live with the actions that you have performed in the past. Like everything has a cause and effect. Like everything is everything all at once. Okay, so yeah, please choose wisely, you guys. That's the moral of the story. The moral of the story is, before you choose a friend, look at the whole group, because you might in fact be choosing the wrong friend. You might find somebody that's more your speed. So just meet everybody first. And just be chills. Just be your regular self, but don't be too flirty. And don't go on no dates with nobody until you see the whole friend group. That's the moral of the story. Because that was an L, okay? Not a super one, because I really don't know that much about her personality. She seemed cool though, but I really don't know that much about her personality, so she could have been given the same thing Demi was given, and then we still wouldn't have been together. But yeah. That's how it goes. And for me, Storytime Tish, the tea is over. Peace and love.